good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to everyone on planet Earth monitoring this flight log of the AR-005 Gardica. I guess technically it's the FSN Gardica now with its Argo intact. We are an FSN privateer, technically, but completing a mission to the Blu Thua Sector, actually in transit from the Sagittarius arm of the Milky Way galaxy back through to places closer to home. And this will be the third and final gaming session today as we complete hopefully the majority of our distance back to Earth through the Neutron Star network, and should find ourselves probably about 1,000 light years or so closer to home by the end. We'll see how far we get. We've already completed about 1,000 this afternoon. I guess maybe we'll be closer to 500 tonight, but we'll see how things go. At any rate, let us begin. Of course, we are flying the ship known as the ASP Explorer Gardica. And this ship is quite good at long-range exploration. We're on planet's surface, just doing a quick turnaround to see if, in fact, we are able to acquire any jumponium reserves. You can see here from this angle, this view, our ship is rather beaten up with all the distance we've been putting in without the benefit of a starport to do casual repairs. And that's what your ship ends up looking like if you don't visit a starport every so often. It starts to look worn. And I love the effect that they have sunk into making that appear that way. Just trying to get a good angle for an image here. So we take another screenshot or two for the record. I could have outfitted this ship better, as I've said before, but just for those of you who are using this as your first reference point, there's a couple of deficiencies in this one. We have overburdened it with a mass, and so it only goes about 20 light years instead of its requisite 30, which is the maximum I've had this craft outfitted for per jump. That would give us 120 light years at the neutron stars and mean that we'd be getting home a fair bit faster, but it still goes 21.5 light years without aid on its own, which is enough to get us to the 85 light year mark on the neutron star network. Specifically here, we're going to be looking for niobium. This is, we don't have a surface scanner, so we can't scan for minerals very easily.
Low gravity warning.
That was something else that we had forgotten to do back when we were originally setting ourselves up for this mission. here on this world at all. The only mineral content I'm detecting is up here, so I guess we've got our destination chosen for us. There goes our ship, taking off on its own back into safety of orbit. Got common minerals here. Okay, and with that, we will leave this barren planet behind.
Landing gear retracted.
Take a quick look at the galactic map. Just to do a quick review of where we're at. So we have just jumped from there's a nearby, there it is. Completed an 80 light year hop, an 84 light year hop from Blu Thua LLP Lima Papa Delta 50 to our current system, Blu Thua Zulu Oscar Sierra Bravo 17 5. We are in need of fuel reserves, but we're nearing, probably within a few jumps, within 5 jumps of a target system bearing another segment of the Neutron Star network. Now, over here, back in the core systems, you'll notice there are a bunch of flags indicating some noteworthy activity. These 6 systems were invaded by the Thargoids, all featured apparently Aegis facilities, which are part of the ongoing saga to destroy the Thargoids and prevent them from disrupting space lanes. Why exactly they were doing that back in 3200 is unknown, unclear. I shouldn't say unknown, but I'm not aware of why it was going on, at any rate. And the Empire and the Federation collaborated to create a biotoxin of some sort that was used against the Thargoids to drive them out of the galaxy into a different area. Their home galaxy is thought, reportedly, to be, I don't think it's there. Yes, it is, however, there. These 2 white fuzzy areas beneath the Milky Way galaxy that you see centering on the screen before you now, right there, are the large and small Magellanic Clouds. These are 2 satellite galaxies of the Milky Way. And it is thought that the larger of the 2, which is coincidentally the further away one, the small Magellanic Cloud, but based on positioning, I think when I read it was the large one, they figured that the Thargoids inhabit. At any rate, we don't know where they are inside that galaxy, and even if we did, how do you jump to another galaxy? We don't have intergalactic hyperdrive as of yet, unless Palin's been hoarding it or hiding it, or perhaps one of the other spaceways vendors has got their hands on such technology, but I have not heard of that. So, we have been exploring out into this arm, which is the Sagittarius arm of the Milky Way galaxy. Per direction from combination of factors, it was the mission that was available to us when we looked up opportunities for moving more than 5,000 years away from home system. We also chose a safe number guaranteed to yield a result. So about 5,500 to 6,000 was the number we came up with. And there was a mission for the time on just under 6,000 light years distance into the Sagittarius arm. Completed that mission. There are 17 passengers aboard, paying over 18 million credits to view an ice giant in a system in the Sagittarius arm. We took them there. We still have them with us in passenger cabins on board. And it is this mass that we think prevents us from jumping the full 30 light year distance desired for this exploration mission. In other words, we traded 18 million credits paid by 17 passengers to take a hit of 10 years off of our per jump distance. Well, I guess technically 8 light years off an 8 light year hit off our jump distance. This has lengthened our mission time considerably, so that we are now one week, 1 day, 19 hours, and 6 minutes, down from 3 weeks and 6 days, I believe is the original duration, to complete. At midpoint during the mission, I had determined that it would be a tight squeeze for us to get back home. I started looking for alternate means to found the Neutron Star network unexpectedly lurking in a database that I thought I did not have access to. So, we are now completing that segment. Now, with that in mind, we will target the next system. And excuse me for a moment while I check a message. And we will resume. That is not what we wanted.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, 2, 1, engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Fuel scooping. Warning. Temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete.
Just a star here, no planets. Give me a moment. We're going to do some control manipulation and then we'll be right back. 1 second. And we need, I think we're going to turn on the exploration marker. Again, if you choose to join, by all means you're welcome to, but make sure that you have your voice comms enabled so that I don't have to try to find my keyboard. I'm using a VR headset, of course, and with a VR headset it is extremely difficult to keep track of one's typing or keyboard position. So voice comms would be appreciated, even if it's only one way. You can still type to me, but I'm going to be speaking with you. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
There we go. Red dwarf star.
Four, three, two, one. Engage. Telepresence crew member connected. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Fuel scooping. Telepresence disruption detected. Warning, temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete.
Jumps to Neutron Star network.
Frameshift drive charging.
This will be a T-class round dwarf star. Hopefully we can make it back in time for New Year's. Hate to be stuck up with movies for New Year's.
2, 1. Engage.
There's parties to attend and festivities to be had.
Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging.
Let's see, this will be brown dwarf.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Certainly lots of these in the universe. Three new objects, one of which explored. Let's see. That one also looks like an L-class door. That is a solid rock body. So nothing but L stars in this section. Yep, it looks as if we're going to be making. We'll still have enough
Frameshift
for
drive
mass jump,
charging.
but we're going to need a star. Need to get out of this part of the galaxy so that we can get to a star system that can refuel us. This part of the Orion spur seems to be overpopulated with brown
4,
dwarfs.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
We do have a yellow star here, so we might be able to use that to get refueled.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Module malfunction. Frameshift drive supercharged. Module malfunction.
We have a perfect recharge. Look at that. That is how you do it. Despite that, we are now at 72% of full drive capacity. So, we'll transit the 18,000 light seconds to our next target, a remote star in the Neutron Star System we are in. We'll plot our next jump. Look at all the brown dwarfs. I'm still seeing a lot of brown dwarfs. But there's not many of them left. Neutron stars left. There are, however, a few. Back in the Ocox sector. That will do. Red dwarf, red dwarf, and this will be a yellow white. Oh, we got a second neutron star. Oh, we're being jumped twice on ourselves here. Okie doke. Less than 10,000 now to go, more than half away. That's a red dwarf star. We'll get a recharge here. And then continue our jumps.
Fuel sweeping.
Wow, we're getting quite a boost. That's a 63 light
Warning.
year jump.
Temperature critical.
There will be an additional 80 some odd light year jump at the end of that, so it's over 140 light years.
Telepresence crew member connected.
Hello there. Fire techs.
Warning, temperature critical.
I'm not making you out very well. Sorry about that. I don't know if you can hear me. You're welcome to stay and watch if you like. But I can't really make you out. So you're going to have to use text typing, and I'll stay on voice, or whatever. I'm using a VR headset, so I can't do much other than talk.
Warning, temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete.
Cooled enough, so we will continue our
Frameshift drive charging.
This will be directly to another neutron star, after which we'll jump again.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Whoa! That's what I call a strobe. I saw an eye there, Cortex. Okay. Moving closer to...
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Oui, je t'entends, mais en fait, si je me suis gouré, j'ai rejoint un équipage d'un autre vaisseau à la place de rejoindre le mien. Avant, parce que t'es invité, tu vois.
Oh, hang on. Excusez-moi, tu parles français? Vous êtes d'où viens-tu? Okay, so for those of you that don't speak French, I'm trying to address fire text in French. Apparently he does not speak English. Of course, I have a bit of French because I'm from Canada, but... Scanning. Okay, gotcha, Firetech. The only reason I'm using English is because je parle anglais parce que je comprends l'anglais en plus, mais I'm also hosting this on a YouTube English channel. Although I'm from Canada, je viens de Ottawa, Canada, I don't know how to say border, but the Région Québec, say, hang on a second. Come on. Le ville d'Ottawa, c'est au côté de province Québec au Canada. I don't know if you're from France either. So, anyway, so I'm speaking in broken French and trying to illustrate that I'm next to the Ottawa borders, the city of the province of Quebec in Canada. So, but on YouTube it's an English channel. So I've got to address two audiences here. One second. He seems to understand English well enough anyway, so whatever. Yep, oui, c'est vrai. You're on YouTube as well. Being this is a live session broadcast on YouTube. Pas problem. It's not a problem either way. It's just when people log in, they don't know, so I announce it right away so that they know. Just so you're aware, we're 22,000 light years from Earth right now. As well. Heading back towards Earth. Okay, so we got a second jump coming right now. Going to the galactic map to plot. This one is there we go. It's a second neutron star jump. Here we go. Plotted and ready on the monitor, 81.3 light years. So the total jump distance is 140 light years. Which is very long, even for a craft of this class.
Friendship drive charging.
Jump prep engaged. Target stars a G yellow system. Up over there,
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
I gather you're from France, is that right? There we go. Bye-bye, Firetech.
Fuel scooping. Telepresence crew member disconnected. Warning, temperature critical.
Whoa! I don't want to be that hot. Sorry if it sounded a bit confused there, folks. It's splitting between English and French. I didn't really who to talk to. Plus, I'm playing a lead at the same time. I'm not that good with French that I can do three things
taking
like that.
heat damage.
Whoops! Take that off. Can't even talk in
Fuel
one
scoop
language.
disengaged.
There we go. got to keep my focus on the
Fuel scooping.
temperature gauge here. I wonder if the skin of the ship is getting more vulnerable to rupture, because
Fuel scoop
honestly,
disengaged. Fuel scooping.
this is a yellow-white star. Why is it being so...
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah. That was weird. No, frame shift drive is nominal. 71%. Seven jumps to Ocops, Mike Charlie Bravo, Delta 145. Whoops. There must be some gas giants in here we can... Detecting no gas giants. Wow, I have never seen so many dual planets in all my life. In one star system. But all are solid rock, so... whatever. Moving right along.
Telepresence crew member connected.
Hello, Ender. I'm just going to call you Ender. It says Ender Dur. Good. So, yeah, we're about. I'm just about to go to the star map just for a second, so bear with me. We're going to figure out how far from Earth we are right now. And according to this, I don't know if you can see on the screen. There we go. We are now on the map at Earth. We are currently under 2,000 light years, so we're closing pretty quickly on our target destination. 1,979.61 light years. Headed back toward the core worlds to try to participate meaningfully in defending against the Thargoids. I've been absent for the entire Thargoid invasion because I was 6,000 light years away trying to get specialized Thargoid tech towards us in the Sagittarius arm of the galaxy. But that mission has been fulfilled. We have 7 passengers on board and lots of data, which we will trade for
drive charging.
anti-Thargoid technology that I can use on my primary battleship, which is sitting in a hangar back at Sirius's Peterson base, starport.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Where are you from, Ender? I'm in Ottawa, Canada, just so you know. New Zealand, you're the first New Zealander I've spoken to online here. well, in the universe of Elite. We are cross-posting to YouTube right now, but that's just an ongoing log. It's subscribed to and supported to a very limited degree by, well, it's not really supported by, it's subscribed to by Frontier Developments. And I have a few followers as well that use that channel, so I provide commentary of my explorations through the cosmos here to add game excitement. But I've never seen anyone from New Zealand. Good to have you.
Fuel scooping complete.
Okay. Just looking at our star map for a second here, see how many jumps we have. We're going through the Neutron Star network right now. So there are 6 jumps to the next Neutron Star, and then we jump another. We've already jumped 140 light years in this gaming session. I'd like to see us make 1,000 tonight, and of course it should be what, early morning where you are. It's about I think it's 10 o'clock at night here right now, 10 p.m. in the Eastern time zone of North American and South American continents.
Frameshift drive charging.
There we go. I'm not sure if you have access to the ship's cameras, but if you take a look outside, you'll also see a certain amount of wear and tear in this vessel. We haven't been to a starport in ages.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So I'm rushing to get this craft into a starbase quickly, where I can fix the hull, all the systems damage. I mean, the FSD drive is going on up and down like the yo-yo. Works about 50% of the time. And it takes 1% more of damage every time I use a Neutron Star to push the drive through a little bit faster. But if I don't do that, I'll miss the deadline for delivering the 7 passengers back to the core worlds. So I'm really stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Fuel scooping complete.
Any guess as to when the next Thargoid attack might come? I haven't heard anything online about it. I suspect we'll see another 3 systems invaded before New Year's, though. Wouldn't shock me. Of course, that's only if North Korea doesn't attack somewhere else first.
Frameshift drive charging.
Four more jumps after this, and we'll be at our
4,
next Neutron Star.
3, 2, 1. Engage. Fuel scooping.
So this is what, an F star, maybe an A star. white at any rate. Burns hot like white hot like a white hot ball bearing and a clothes dryer.
Fuel scooping complete.
Still can't believe how funny that was, hearing a Scottish person describe their heat sinks being ejected out the back of their ship while they were in a Sargoid damaged starport. A white hot ball bearing tumbling around in a dryer with a slab of meat is what he called it. Excellent.
Frameshift drive charging.
Jump prep initiated.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Yeah, it is actually. I enjoy having the VR headset and being able to look around whenever I want. And wherever I want. And it wasn't even all that expensive when I purchased it back in February. Still isn't now. Yeah, I'm using the Xbox controller.
Fuel scooping complete.
The Xbox controller, of course, seems to be the controller of choice, unless you have one of those pods that looks like a starfighter, which I do not. I don't need one, I have a VR headset. Oh, back in the day, you could use your mouse on your Amiga or whatever other type of computer you had. Oh, there's a gas giant I want to take a picture of. You could use a mouse with your computer in the older versions of Elite going back into the 1990s. Elite 2 Frontier and Elite 2 Frontier Encounters both supported mouse and keyboard, and I got used to it back then, but when I started playing Elite Dangerous, it was just no contest, and far too used to using game box controllers now, like the Xbox, and of course for PC games, so this was a natural fit for me. Oh, one other thing we gotta do, since we took a picture of the planet, is I wish to have a scan of the star as well. Of course, this all earns extra credits when you go back to the starport. I've got millions and millions and millions of credits worth of data stored on board ship. So in addition to the mission requirements that I'm fulfilling, I'll get millions more just for exploring the odd planet here and there on the way back into the main worlds.
Frameshift drive charging.
When we come back in, what's the thing on the top of the ship? You must be referring to, I think you're likely looking at
4,
the
3, 2, 1. Engage.
the automated laser cannon that fires at missiles. If someone wants to use missiles on me, they have to get through on the back of the ship. Hang on a second. I gotta watch my course here.
Fuel scooping.
Well, there's a door, but you're talking about the roof of the ship, right? On the top side. I'm
Fuel
not sure
scooping
what that would
complete.
be. I was talking about the anti-missile defense system. But let me have a look outside. Hang on. Going camera mode. Let's see here. I'm looking at the top and the back of the ship. There's quite a bit of wear and tear on the vessel because of, like I said, I've been to a starport in about a zillion years now. There's a couple doors that are used for venting the heat from inside the ship when it builds up during the jump prep. And there are thrusters, dorsal side thrusters on either side as well. And I see some wings, and that's it. So other than that, I don't know. But you should see a couple of doors on the ship open up as soon as I jump prep.
Frameshift drive charging.
So if you go outside the ship right now, you'll notice that there's a big vent down the center of the ship.
Four,
And
three,
that's
2,
basically
engage.
where you'd have the heat sink come out, and you're also seeing the engines, the FSD drive light up. Whoa. We have 3 stars in this system here. I think we might have lost Ender. Not sure, but pretty sure. Once a player's circle or wingman circle goes red like that, usually it means that they're disconnected.
Telepresence crew member disconnected.
And sure enough, too far away. One jump.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
And we have a Neutron Star. A nice lazy formation like that should be fairly easily met.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Module malfunction.
What the heck went on there? Let's just see about this.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Module malfunction.
Come on.
Module malfunction.
We got our supercharge, we took our 1% hit. Now at 18,000. Holy crap, we're coming up on the our target area fairly quickly. And we have the one jump. It's going to be a short one though. We finish the Neutron Star, and 1, 2, 3 jumps later, we are at another Neutron Star. So, I don't think we have to wait for this other target star to appear. 84 light years. Well, that is quite a spot. We're seeing the coal sack is now within visual range for the first time in quite a while. So we're starting to see familiar features now.
Frameshift drive charging.
in the star field.
Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Warning, temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete. Telepresence crew member connected.
Hello, Xavier. I'm using voice comms because I've got a VR headset on and I can't see my keyboard. Just FYI, for your information. But it's good to see someone from Madrid logged in.
How do I? No, Madrid's my name. Like, my name's Andy Madrid.
Andy, oh, Andy Madrid, okay. Well, welcome aboard.
Yeah. So, what are we doing?
We are exploring. I'm parked here because I want to both scan the star and I want the degraded emissions components detected at threat 0. We are headed towards Earth. We are less than, I estimate, 1,500 light years away from Earth right now. Headed home after a 12,000 light year journey across the galaxy. I missed the entire Thargoid attack because I was already 6,000 light years away by the time it started on December 14th. And then, of course, we all saw the video from Oracle Base indicating that there was a serious problem with Thargoids invading in the Pleiades cluster. And I wanted to help out, but I couldn't get back fast enough. So I've been struggling, trying desperately to get back into the core world as quickly as I could. I also now have the mission data that I needed to complete the Palin mission and get the anti-Thargoid technology and weapons and equipment that I would like to have if I'm going to engage in Thargoid operations.
Alright.
1 second. Whoa! I found some debris. Let's see. Let's turn on the cargo scoop. It's a survey cache canister with the Thargoid debris. And we're going to move a little closer. We're going to open the cargo bay door.
Cargo scoop deployed.
And then we're going to target our cargo scoop right on top of it and take it on board. Try not to fly any debris on our way in. Ordinarily I've had lipids do this, but I hit it too hard. Whoops. That looks like it was some kind of ship at some past point. It's 137 meters away. Acquired the cargo. According to inventory.
Yeah, not gonna lie. I got this game like the day before yesterday, so I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a really
Just
old.
trying this multi-crew to actually learn more about it, kind of explore it, get a feel of it, you know?
Yeah, it's a great game to have with a VR headset if you want to invest in one of those. First off, it's probably one of the best games for the VR headset on the PC or the Xbox. That said, hang on a moment, I'm just going to shut that off. That said, this is a very old game with a very long legacy, going back to the mid-1980s and wireframe graphics on the Commodore 64. The game has now graduated into a true model of our galaxy, with over 400 billion star systems and even more numbers of planets, probably over 1 trillion planets, modeled and stored as game data. And inside the galaxy, you can play around and take on several different roles. You can hunt pirates and do all the rest of it. I'm sure you've read all the glossy literature on it, and you've come to the right place to learn how to play. With the role that I'm filling right now is that of an explorer. I basically have gone out 12,000 light years. I've been doing a mission. I have 7 passengers on board. And they have paid me a great deal of money to take them out to a gas giant in a very remote system, and then return them back to the Sirius star system, which has a starport called Peterson Enterprise. And I will take them back to that starport, get paid from them, get paid for all the sensor data I've collected, and then take on the Thargoids, because they're going to kill every human being, possibly, if we don't. So, that's rough in about 30 seconds, about roughly what we're doing here. Next step is to lay the course. So there's two types of technology used here. The first is there is a hyperdrive technology called a frame shift drive, and there are two modes that it operates in: Super Cruise, which is used to navigate within star systems, and then there is a jump capacity, a hyperlight jump that will take you almost instantaneously from one star system or one point in space directly through fold space to another point in a matter of a second. So that leaves a cloud residual that can be analyzed, and a bounty hunter can chase you through your hyperspace cloud if he was so inclined. But we're not worried about that out here because there's no people out here. So, okay. So now, I guess we'll just jump to the next system. Take the cargo scoop, which we use to collect our canister, and turn it off.
Cargo scoop retracted.
And we have 3 jumps to the next Neutron Star. Neutron Stars give you a special ability with hyperlight jumps. You can use them to push your craft 4 times farther instantaneously through space than you would otherwise be allowed to. It's a game feature. It's kind of a secret. So you'll see that in just a moment. But first,
Frameshift drive charging.
there we go. Jump prep is started. We have to pass through two star systems, and then we'll be there.
Alright.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I'm in Ottawa, Canada, by the way. So this is the hyperlight jump that I was talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen this already, but it's, you're from Canada too?
What's that?
Did you just say you were from Canada?
Yes, I'm in Ottawa.
Yeah, I'm in British Columbia.
Oh, cool. I don't see enough Canadians playing this game.
Yeah.
Good to have you. Originally, I'm from Manitoba, so I'm a little bit more. I'll sound a little bit more like I'm from the West than I am from the East. Hopefully. Of course, I've lived the last 15 years here, so I'm probably starting to sound a lot. Well, people from Manitoba, my home province, say that I'm starting to sound like they talk with an Ottawa accent. I don't really like hearing that because,
Fuel scoop disengaged. Fuel scooping.
quite frankly, I'll always be from Manitoba as far as I'm concerned.
Fuel scooping complete.
But you can't help it, I guess. Okay, we have 2 more jumps to complete. And then we're at our Neutron Star.
Frameshift drive charging.
Jump prep started. You say you were in Burnaby?
British Columbia. So, yeah, down there.
Yeah, okay.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, I'm just usually curious. I wouldn't worry too much about people finding out if you're in a specific city. There's lots of people.
No, I don't care if people find out if I'm in. I'm in Surrey right now, so that's pretty close to Vancouver.
Surrey. I don't think I've ever been to Surrey. Been to Vancouver, been to Victoria, but so is every other tourist in the country.
Yeah.
Nobody goes to Winnipeg for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's a great town.
Yeah.
But Ottawa gets lots of tourists. can't get through a summertime in Ottawa without crawling over like busloads of tourists from every country on earth, it seems.
Fuel scooping complete.
Oh, I was shocked last summer because we had tourists from Mexico. I didn't know Mexico like sent tourists up to Canada. Like, but there's apparently a whole bus full from Mexico City. We got one more jump now coming up on the Neutron Star. So here's the big game secret.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hopefully I'll get the chance to show you.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
You can tell Neutron Star quite some distance off. It always looks like this. Ever see one of these before? I don't think he's there anymore. You know what? We've been losing people every time that we get near a neutron star. Isn't that something? That's a little strange too. Have to check to see the diagnostic log. See if there's a cause, a root cause that's evident in the log entry. There we go.
Telepresence crew member disconnected. Module malfunction. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged. Module malfunction. Module malfunction.
Wow. That was neat. Put some distance between us and the star. There we go. And there's the coal sack even closer. There goes our ship. Still see that the light from the neutron star is reflecting off the ship's surfaces, but the star itself doesn't really register as visible anymore. At any rate. Okay, next step, galaxy map. We are now leaving the Alcock sector for the Spoils sector. Sorry, Spoils sector. And it looks like we have a bright lit star. Whoa. No, we don't get a... All right. We picked our destination. And actually, we're going to likely end the session fairly soon, so I'm going to just take a moment here to cancel our search for crew.
Incoming message.
This opportunity to look at the reports. Okay, so with that, we'll now proceed on to our next star system target, 84 light years again. There's Barnard's Loop in the distance, behind the dark space that seems to be shielding the second, the center part of the bubble from our view.
Frameshift drive charging.
Let's just see how well it shields from view everything after we get there.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Fuel scooping. Warning, temperature critical.
Whoop.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
kind of world there with a moon. It looks like it's a gas jet, but I can't really be sure. And what the heck? Excuse me for just a second. Okay, we're back. Apologize for any delay. Just going to check some settings here. We had some problems earlier. But no, this one doesn't seem to be a problem right now. Okay, good. So, what do we got here? Okay. So we're all set. Good. Oh, no, we're not. We have to visit our plot our course on the galaxy map again. Oh, this is a longer one. Okay, that's Barnard's Loop. So today, it looks like we've made it through almost 7 sectors of space, and it looks like our target destination will be achieved tomorrow when we enter sector our most likely point of entry into the core world systems tomorrow will be likely HIP 67863. Which will put us on track for intersection with well, we've still got, hang on here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more Neutron Star jumps. Definitely finishing above the 70th percentile.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, 3, 2, 1, engage.
What a long trek. I mean, we really had to push this thing back. As hard as we could to get it there.
Fuel
Well,
scooping.
even the bases are still under repair. I suspect they'll be under repair longer than it was to take them apart. So I'll probably be able to get to the Pleiades cluster before emergency operations have been completely ended with. Still, what a shock! Yeah, looking at some of that footage that was put together by Frontier. Obviously in time for the Christmas holiday, but
Fuel scooping complete.
I don't think we've heard the last thing. as a player, hope we have not heard the last from the Thargoids. I would very much like to be around next time they try to make contact the way that they have been. Whoa, 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 whoa. Looks like we have another signal source here. Spread 0. We must investigate. Get 4,000 credits for bringing these silly little things on board every time we encounter one, so they're most definitely becoming more prevalent as we approach the core worlds.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Some more unrecognizable debris, and another canister filled with interesting data about this quadrant. It's exciting. Okay, maybe not. Still can't get over how old they make some of this debris appear, like it's just been pitted and scarred with micrometeoroid damage. And it's aboard. That brings our count to 4 of these canisters. Starting to wonder if there's anything else out there other than canisters filled with interesting data.
Cannot comply. Cargo scoop retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
We're going to have 7 jumps to go.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
There's the frameshift drive.
Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
And I think we'll shut it down there for tonight, folks. So once again, thanks so much to all of you who subscribed, and special mention once again to Frontier Developments, whom I thank deeply for their continued interest in these broadcasts of the Garticus flight log and the Quanticus flight log going forward. As soon as I get back to a starport and within range, I obviously intend to switch back to my normal operational craft. Hopefully we'll have the chance to upgrade that to an Anaconda. Thank you to Commander Platter as well. He's expressed some interest in the goings-on hereabouts as well. I'm certainly a fan, and hopefully you'll take an interest in him as well. He's at Commander Platter at various points on the internet. If you do a Google search, you'll pull up his various pages, I'm sure. Mostly he hangs out on that Discogs network, I think. And also on YouTube, he does the weekly broadcast. It's usually very informative. Hopefully, you folks have found this informative as well. If those of you especially identify yourselves as new players, always willing to lend a helping hand in my capacity as a mentor to new players, and provide advice on how to explore, build up wealth, and answer any questions you may have. So once again, we'll hopefully continue our mission and finish off our immediate mission tomorrow. This is Commander Trium, signing off for now.